My name is Alan Hope and I'm Mairead's grandfather, known in the family as Dadda. I was born in Petone, Wellington in 1931. I have one surviving sister whose name is June, and she lives across the road from me, and she is 86. I have an older sister and a twin brother who are both deceased. My earliest childhood memory is the day that my father was taken to hospital in 1936 when I was 5 years old, and I can remember my father coming out of the bedroom wrapped in a grey hospital blanket with a red stripe down the middle, and he lay down on the stretcher and they carried my father out to take him to hospital, and that was the last I ever saw of him. Well, I have 5 granddaughters and 2 grandsons. My favourite pet was my last dog. She came from the Riley's farm. It was lovely and very, very sweet. And I said, if it's so sweet, we should call it Minty. She was a black and tan and white border collie, very lively, very, very intelligent. Unfortunately, she is no longer with us, and I miss her terribly. But in the meantime, I now walk 2 other dogs who live in an apartment block near here and whose owners are away during the day. So I go down and I walk the dogs twice a day if the weather permits. My favourite story about Mairead is Granny and I were staying with the family on their farm in Collingwood one Christmas, and I got up in the morning and I had a shower and a shave and I slapped on some aftershave lotion. I went into the lounge and sat on the couch and was reading a newspaper, and Mairead came up behind me. She was about 5 or 6 years old, and she came up behind the couch and she put her hands up on to my neck and tickled my neck, and then she stepped back and she said, "Pooh, Dadda, you smell funny." And her bigger sister, who was about 9, spoke up and said, "That's because he's old, Mairead. That's because he's old." I read 2 newspapers a day, the Dominion Post and the New Zealand Herald. I do crossword puzzles, both cryptic puzzles and straight puzzles. Reading improves your understanding of the English language. It will give you a background in history, the mores, the social styles of times past. They don't have to be old novels, they don't have to be fictional stories, they can be biographies, histories, but read everything that you can.